I admit to having not watched your AFK streams. I haven't watched Etin, so I don't really know much about the setting you created. Did you want to...
Etin was an idea I had for a while, which was I wanted to make a fantasy post-scarcity setting. And I'm not actually sure that Etin actually worked very well at all.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure that it had any kind of useful internal consistency. I would like to revisit the idea a bit more, but I'm not sure if it exactly panned out the way that I wanted it to. Because the problem with homebrew settings is that you can have all these great ideas, but the instant you suddenly get 4 or 5 other people interacting with it, they'll be like, oh, okay, I want to do this. And you're like, oh, that's a really good idea that totally didn't occur to me at all, and I have no plans for that. I don't even know how that works in this world. And normally with like an out-of-the-box setting, you can improv pretty well.
Right.
And I'm usually pretty good at that. But Etin was quite a bit different from the other stuff I've done, and I was totally lost. And I think if I still really like the idea of a post-scarcity like fantasy setting, right? Where people aren't actually struggling to feed themselves, and it doesn't have all the trappings of like medievalism.
Because it's a life without privation. But
Yeah.
a lot of fantasy questing is all about acquisition of wealth.
Yeah, it's like, go and get the gold. For doing what? Well, killing an ogre. What did the ogre do? It stole my sheep.
Well, there's lots of sheep.
Yeah.
Get some other sheep.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why did it need that?
Why'd you leave your sheep out?
Yeah.
Idiot?
Why did the ogre need to steal your sheep?
Your sheep
Right?
were
Like,
dump them.
I mean, so much of like the entire system of how D&D works is really like based around basically thumping on people who are trying to steal from you.
Yeah.
And I kind of wanted to try to do something different. So
Well, sometimes it's not even that, right? You're like, go raid the kobolds. What are they doing? They're living in an old beat-up temple.
yeah,
Mhm.
what are they
What are they
doing?
doing?
They're kobolding,
Yeah.
right?
They're enemies.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're bad.
They're the other.
Go kick
Yeah.
this hornet nest, Wyatt.
There's
'Cause it's
an
full of
artifact I want in
XP.
there. Go get it.
It's
Yeah.
full of XP. Loot falls out of it.
Yeah, you're sitting in a tavern. Oh, that sounds nice. 3 half-ogres walk in.
I buy them around the veil.
Are they hot half ogres?
I would like to roll to seduce the half ogre.
Yeah.
I pretend to trip and grab one of their arms.